Hi students, in today's video I'm going to explain you about definition of anatomy and physiology, levels of structural organization, body systems and basic life processes. First of all, we will see definition of anatomy and physiology. Actually, these are two different branches of science. One is anatomy, which deals with understanding of our body structures by careful dissection of a human body. The word anatomy came from two Greek words. One is ana, which means up or through, and tomy means to cut. That is, a cut is made through the human body carefully. Open up and we'll see the structures and we'll understand the relationship between those structures. Another branch is physiology. It deals with body functions. That is, how our body parts will work. The word physiology comes from two Greek words. Physis means natural function and logos means study of. By combining these two, we'll say study of natural functions of our body. See, for example, if we take digestive system. In anatomy, we'll see all the anatomical structures of a mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum, anus and so on. And in physiology, we'll see how the process of digestion took place. We'll take our food through our mouth, right? So, how this food will enter into stomach from mouth, how the process of digestion will happen. After digestion, how the nutrients will get absorbed into our body and how the unwanted food will get converted into feces. All these processes we'll see in physiology part. In overall, we'll say, in simpler terms, anatomy deals with body structures and physiology deals with body functions. Next, we'll see levels of structural organization. Before entering into this topic, first we'll see one general topic. We already know this very well. Let me give you a quick glance. We have 26 letters in alphabets, right? That is A to Z. These individual letters doesn't have any meaning at all. But what if we'll combine these letters? The combination of these letters, we can frame meaningful words. Similarly, by combining these words, we can frame meaningful sentence. And by combining these sentences, we can create a paragraph. Likewise, if all these paragraphs will get grouped, it will become a chapter. And finally, if we assemble these chapters, we can prepare a book. In the same way, our human body is also organized in 7 different levels. We'll see one by one. First level is chemical level of organization. In this level, atoms like carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur, calcium, all these atoms will combine together and form molecules like water, glucose, DNA. So in this way, molecules will form at chemical level of organization. Second level is cellular level. In this level, molecules which are formed in the previous level will combine together to form cells. We know, right, cell is made up of various kinds of cell organelles like cell membrane, ribosomes, nucleus, mitochondria, Golgi apparatus, endoplasmic reticulum. Think once how these cell organelles will form. We'll see this table. Cytoplasm is one of the cell organelle, right? Most of the cell is made up of cytoplasm, like fluid like thing. This cytoplasm consists of mainly water. Water, we know the chemical formula now, H2O, means 2 molecules of hydrogen and 1 molecule of oxygen will combine to form water molecule. Same way, ribosomes. We know that ribosomes are made from proteins and these proteins are made from amino acids. If we split the protein, we'll get amino acids. How these amino acids will form? These amino acids will form simpler atoms like carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen and phosphorus. These atoms will get combined and form amino acids. Amino acids thus formed will again get combined to form proteins. These proteins again combine to form ribosomes. In the same way, nucleus is mainly contains genetic information like DNA, RNA. The DNA is made up of nucleotides we have nucleotide base pairs like guanine, cytosine, thymine, these and all, right? So these base pairs are majorly composed of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, these atoms. Similarly, plasma membrane and Golgi apparatus are made from lipids. Plasma membrane is a lipid bilayer, right? So the lipids are made from fatty acids plus glycerol. These fatty acids and glycerol will be made from simpler atoms like carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Likewise mitochondria. So in this way the cell organelles will get formed. This is how cells are produced at cellular level. Here the cell is maybe of any type, like muscle cell, either it may be nerve cell, epithelial cell, blood cell, any of the type. Whatever it was a cell. This is about second level of organization, that is cellular level. Next, third level is tissue level. In tissue level, group of cells which work together to perform one specific function gets combined to form the tissue. For example, muscular tissue. It is made up of muscle cells. These muscle cells will work together and help us to move our legs, arm, to walk, to sit, to stand, these and all functions. Next level of organization is organ level, that is fourth level. Different types of tissues which are formed in the above level will get combined to form an organ. To understand this, think of a kitchen in our house. In kitchen we have stove, fridge, mixer, sink, all these items, right? All these things are made up of different types of materials. Even though they are made up of various materials, but they all work together to help us to cook our food. In the same way, an organ is also like a kitchen. Organ is made up of different types of tissues which work together to do a specific work. Consider any one organ. We'll take stomach. This is made up of three types of tissue: muscular tissue, epithelial tissue and nervous tissue. Muscular tissue is helped to churn the food, and epithelial tissue is to protect the organ, and nervous tissue is to control the movements. So all these tissues will get work together to digest the food. This is about organ level of organization. Next level is system level. At this level, organs which perform similar function combined and forms a system. For example, take digestive system. Mouth, esophagus, stomach, intestine, rectum, manus, all these organs perform the similar function, right? That is digestion. All these combine to form a digestive system. Likewise, we have total 11 systems in our body. We'll discuss one by one in detail in next topic. Next and last level of organization is organism level. The 11 systems which I said before in organ level will work together and form an organism. This is how a complete organism is formed from an atoms, like formation of book from alphabets. This is all about levels of organization. Next, we will see 11 body systems, their components and their functions. First system is cardiovascular system. Components of a cardiovascular system are blood, heart and blood vessels. Functions of our cardiovascular system are: one is transport of nutrients and oxygen. Blood, what this blood will do is it carries oxygen from the lungs and nutrients from the digestive system and distribute these things to each and every cell of our body. In the same way, from the body cells, this blood will collect carbon dioxide and waste materials and transport these carbon dioxide and waste materials to lungs and kidneys for elimination. One more function is regulation of body temperature. Muscles will generate heat, right? So this heat generated by the muscles is distributed to all the body by the blood. One more function is hormone delivery. Hormones are released by endocrine glands. The hormones released by endocrine glands were carried by the blood and transports them to target organs and tissues. Other functions are protection against diseases. Major role played in this is by white blood cells and our antibodies. These will defend the body against infections and foreign invaders. Other functions are in clotting mechanism and pH maintenance and fluid balance. Next system is digestive system. Its components are mouth, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum and anus. Coming to its functions, first function is ingestion. Ingestion is nothing but the process of taking in food through the mouth. With the help of mouth, taking in food is known as ingestion. Second is digestion. Breaking down of the food into smaller molecules is called digestion. Again, it is of two types: mechanical digestion, chemical digestion. Where mechanical digestion involves chewing and mixing, and chemical digestion involves enzymes. These enzymes will break down the food. Next function is absorption. Nutrients from the digested food are absorbed into the blood, mainly in the small intestine. Next is transportation. Moves food along the digestive tract using muscular contractions called peristalsis. Next is secretion. In secretion, it releases digestive enzymes, juices, and mucus to aid in breaking down of the food. Last is excretion, also known as defecation. Eliminates undigested and unabsorbed food as a solid waste through the anus, which we call as feces. Next system is endocrine system. Components of the endocrine system are pineal gland, hypothalamus, pituitary gland, thymus, thyroid gland, parathyroid glands, adrenal glands, pancreas, ovaries and testes. Functions of our endocrine system are hormone production and secretion. Endocrine glands produce various types of hormones like thyroid stimulating hormone, follicle stimulating hormone, vasopressin, like these hormones. These hormones will act as the chemical messengers and controls various activities of our body. One more function is growth and development. The hormones which are released by endocrine glands will help in physical growth, like growth hormone helps in physical growth, in brain development, sexual maturation, etc. Next is maintaining homeostasis. Homeostasis means nothing but stable internal body's environment, like body temperature, water balance, blood sugar levels, all these things. Next is reproduction. These endocrine hormones regulate reproductive processes like our menstrual cycles, pregnancy, childbirth, sperm production, spermatogenesis, all these things. Next is stress response. Endocrine glands release hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. These hormones helps the body to respond to stress. One more function is control of sleep-wake cycle. The pineal gland secretes melatonin hormone. This hormone regulates the sleep patterns. And next function is mood and emotional regulation. Hormones like serotonin, dopamine, these influence our mood, emotions, and mental health. Next is blood pressure regulation. Hormones like aldosterone and ADH, antidiuretic hormone. These hormones will control blood volume, thereby regulates the blood pressure. Next is calcium and bone health. Parathyroid hormone, calcitonin, these produced by parathyroid gland will regulate the calcium levels in the blood and strengthens our bones. Next body system is integumentary system. Its components are skin, hair, fingernails, toenails, sweat glands, oil glands, these and all. We'll see the functions. Main function is protection. Our skin acts as a barrier to protect our body from external infections, injuries, harmful UV rays from the sun, and dehydration, these and all. Next is temperature regulation. So usually when we are in very hot climatic conditions, we will sweat more. The process of sweating is done by our skin to help to control our body temperature. Next is sensation. When we will touch any hot vessel, we will immediately withdraw our hand because the nerve receptors present in our fingertips will make us to feel that pain, heat, pressure, cold, touch, these and all. This process is sensation. Next is excretion. Our skin in the form of sweat It removes small amounts of waste products like salts and urea. Next is vitamin D synthesis. Our doctors usually tell us to make yourself to exposed to sunlight in early in the morning. Why? Because sunlight exposure helps the body to produce vitamin D. Next is water resistance. Skin prevents excess water loss and blocks water entry, thereby maintaining internal hydration. Next body system is lymphatic system. Components of lymphatic system are spleen, thymus, lymph nodes, tonsils, and immune cells. We'll see the functions. First is defense against infections. Lymph produces and transports lymphocytes, nothing but white blood cells, which help to fight bacteria, viruses, and other pathogens. Next is absorption of fat. Lymph absorbs fats and fat soluble vitamins like A, D, E, K, these vitamins from the digestive system and transports these to the bloodstream through structures called lacteales. Next is filtering of lymph. Lymph nodes play a major role in this function. Lymph nodes filter harmful substances like bacteria and dead cells from the lymph before it returns to the blood. Next is immune system support. Overall function of our lymphatic system is to support the immune system with the help of immune cells like B cells, T cells, these and all. Okay students, in next video we'll discuss the remaining body systems and some other topics. Thank you.